God, I look stunning today. Mummy, what milk have you used in this? It's full fat milk. You detestable woman. Hello? Good morning, YouTube. We are Bang Bang! Bang Bang! Book reviews with Niall Phillips. Today we are reading Bang Bang! The classic. It's the 1984 George Orwell classic, 1984. It's not written in 1984, it's written around about 1950, but it's called 1980. I don't want another cup of tea. I've started that, I'll finish it. So, I've got some notes today because, let's be honest, recently I've been slipping due to stress. But we are going to just start by reading the novella. The reason why it's called a novella, I hear you ask, it's a shorter piece of text. It's a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. Winston Smith, who is our protagonist, his chin nuzzled into his breast, like that, in an effort to escape the vile wind, slipped quickly through the glass door of Victoria Mansions, though not quickly enough to prevent a swirl of gritty dust from entering along with him. Thank you, Mr. Orwell. What a beautiful start to a beautiful book. I'm excited already. I'm so ready for it. The book starts with us meeting the protagonist, who, as I've said already, I don't mind repeating, is a character called Winston Smith. And again, what I've done there is I've looked at my notes. I know what I'm doing. I am professional 2020. He works for the Ministry of Truth based in London. His apartment, we talk about visual writing. When I'm at the University of Reading Books, we talk about the visuals. What is going on visually? Oh look, what's that? That's important in George Orwell's writing. Also, I'm reading Burmese Days, which is a delicious piece of work, but I won't review it. I'm not a mad man. I'm not a crazy person. What I would say is that there's a part of this book where they start to pass notes, and as they start to pass notes, you literally just go, don't pass the note, but actually you can't stop them because they've already passed it. I am filming! How self-involved are you? Oh no, wait, you wash up, because that's your job, Mummy Bear. God, you're so self-involved. God! Where were we? There's a bit, I'll read it to you because I feel this vulgarity beating in my breast. I must read it to you. He readjusted his spectacles on his nose. He sighed and drew the next batch of work towards him. With a scrap of paper on top of it, he flattened it out. On it was written in a large, uniformed handwriting, I love you! That's what the note says. For several seconds he was too stunned even to, I've forgotten what, the words. Oh yeah, the words. And this is where the novella really starts to pace up. And what George Orwell does is he creates the D to the R to the A to the M to the A. Drama. Oh yeah. Drama. Oh yeah. Yeah, good. You cut it. God. I can't believe I've not got a hair sponsor. To the right. Look to the left, baby. The thing that I think is important to talk about regarding the novella is the secret apartment. And if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you've read it, you know. The novella, I think it's about 50% of the way through the story as it progresses through the text. And there's Julia and the character of Winston get a secret apartment. No spoilers, please, Niall, no spoilers. I wouldn't dare, So the secret apartment gives this idea that the world we're living in, or we're watching before our eyes, has got an element of danger. And then we start to say, oh, that's a bit dangerous. Oh, careful, that's a hot pokey stick. And this is why Orwell, like in Burmese Days, like in Animal Farm, like in The Asparagus Flying, I can never say that title, ridiculous now. Oh my god, I need to go to the doctors about that. I don't, that's silly. Writing always does this little, he pops in these little spicy bits of nugget. As you're reading, you start to feel invested, and therefore you don't, I didn't put this down for 30, as we read on through the text. And by now, there's the big things like, Down with Big Brother, 4 plus 2 plus 7, all the things you know, the famous stuff from George Orwell's 1984, which you need to reference when you're around people who you think, you know, pretentious at the baton, you know. I would just read this brief part here. You are prepared to give your lives, yes. You are prepared to commit murder, yes. To commit acts of sabotage which may cause the death of hundreds of innocent people, yes. And it's that kind of writing that Orwell does in all of his writing which makes us feel like we need to tap the person on the train next to us and say, what are you reading? Put it down. Read this. Read this. Read this. Okay, let's wrap this review up then. What I need to say about this piece of writing, this piece of literature, this piece of greatness. We're still filming the show. And what the lights, that's the clue. When the lights are on and I'm talking, that's when you need to shush your... What flavour hobnobs have you got? Leave them on the side. Leave the hobnobs on the side. Do the hoovering. The second bedroom's a mess. It was bright, cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13. From the beginning line to the last part of this story, you need to read this book. A 10. I know I said before I wouldn't give away 10s willy-nilly. George Orwell, 1984. Yes, please. I think so. Why is the banana in the shop? The last thing to say on this piece of writing is Duncan Macmillan did a stage adaptation with Robert Icke, which I thought fabulous. But what I want you all to do, not go and see the stage play, is not go and see the film version. Pick up the book, get a cup of hot cocoa and read this